Fans and boys.
Yeah. I got it from the dirt. From the dirt. Out the mud.
You already know it's your main man, Louis J. Welcome to the 10K report. 10,000 hours of network. That's on my left. We got Rico 10 Stacks.
Yo, what's up? How y'all doing?
Also to my right, we got Names. Names the engineer.
Here.
Yo, so, you know what I mean? This is our first podcast. It's new to the 10,000 hour network. I just simply want to talk to you guys, introduce ourselves, then move on to topics. To my left, Rico, what's up, baby? Tell us where you from, you know what I mean, how you got your start, so on and so forth, and just how you start fucking with media.
Say no more. So, Rico 10 Stacks, also known as Rico, from Roselle, New Jersey. So I started out being interested in media itself. Really, it started out with music. At a very young age, I was singing in church, and then I came up, just continued to start playing different instruments and being around concerts. When I went to middle school, I got the opportunity to go to the Newark Boys Chorus School, where I actually gained real professional experience writing music, reading music, meeting different composers, and being in the professional setting. I was blessed with the opportunity to perform at Carnegie Hall when I was like 12 years old.
That's dope.
Where and after that, I got to high school, and it was a little bit more independent. I started to try to find myself, and in that, I figured that I needed a mentor. I needed to learn from different people. So I went to college, and I met this girl. She helped me pick up a camera. So I got that camera. She wanted to be a little model, so I started taking her pictures, and then from then, I fell in love with the craft of photography and videography. And I was getting a haircut one day, and my barber, he saw me editing some pictures. And my barber named Who is Joshua Ross? Who is Joshua Ross? He also got another podcast on the network, Clippers and Convos. Check that out. He saw me editing one day. He's like, yo, you do videos? You do photography? I'm like, yeah. So he was like, all right, bet. So I'll give you free cuts. You give me free videos. What's up? So we made that relationship, and through that, met my main man, Louis J.
Louis J,
man.
And let me ask you another question though. Along with that, what I didn't add, and I want you to answer the same thing. Names. When did you know you fell in love with hip hop? Like you knew this was something that you wanted to be a part of, no matter what it was.
Man, I had to be like, my dad tells me this story all the time. When I was like 4, bop my head to the vibrant thing. You know what I mean? Y'all know about that?
Yeah.
Q-tip, man.
Yeah, Q-tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, ever since then, I since I can remember, I feel like I've been in the hip hop, I've been in the music.
That's dope. That's
Right.
dope. Names, what about yourself? Names, we gonna swing it over to you.
I'm starting. Well, I mean, everybody that's from Jersey that done hip hop or probably rap, they probably heard my name before, seen my face before. I've been in the game for a long time. I first fell in love with hip hop around like 98. Nah. Let me stop lying. Like 96. You know, the joint Volume 2, Jay-Z turned me out. Started getting wild. You know what I mean? When it came down to music, I started doing production in like 2000, 99. I had a group called Drum Lords for a little while. We had a Millionaire Movement. A lot of people don't know me through that. I had to deal with Universal, deal with Sony, production with Universal, and artist deal with Sony. But, you know, I'm here now. You know, I'm still doing my thing on the engineer tip. I done work with Graf, Royce the 5'9", you name it. Any artist in Jersey,
Right.
Louis J, Tax G, Crutch, you know, just on the artist side and the production side.
That's dope. That's dope. Names. So, how long you said you've been doing it now?
20 years.
20 years.
I
That's
feel
a
like
long time.
hardcore going at it, like really taking it serious. Probably like I want to say like 10 years.
And as far as engineering, how long you been like taking engineering serious? It's about the same time.
Yeah.
About 10 years.
Because I was the only person that wanted to sit down in front of the computer and learn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like
right.
all our shit was sounding trash, and then I was like, yo. Shout out to my man Blah. I used to be in a group called Code 9 back in the day. My man Blah, he taught me a lot of shit back in the day, where you know just like compression and just learning EQing and mastering and all that. You know, I worked alongside with a lot of people that heavy hit.
Dope. So, those that don't know me, those that do, Louis J. I'm an artist. Not only am I an artist, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also the owner of this actual network. This is my first time doing a podcast. It was something that came to mind that Names brought to me, and then Little Bro brought to me and had a conversation with me. I've been doing the music for more so, I want to say 10 to 12 years. I've been taking it serious maybe 5 or 6 years right now. I got introduced to hip hop, the same way all kids get introduced to hip hop. As a youngin', my cousin Mikey used to have the Reason Who Die album. I was only 10 when it came out, so I really understood the elements of hip hop, but I didn't understand what they was talking about. So that Mace album came out, I wanted to say 97, 98, Harlem World, and that was my real introduction, my personal introduction to hip hop. Not only is that was my own personal introduction to hip hop, but we started fucking around in the streets when I got a little older. And those songs, some of those songs was the fucking the playlist or the soundtrack to my life, or things that I was doing, and it meant more to me around those stages than as a child. It was enjoyable as a child, but when I got as an adult, I took those things to heart, and they became some of the things that I wanted to do when I was involved in. What I can really say though is that hip hop saved my life, so to speak, because without hip hop I wouldn't know nothing else. I'd still be gangbanging and still in the streets, and entrepreneurship is something that's real big in my life because of hip hop. I've seen other entrepreneurs, other artists become entrepreneurs from hip hop. So it was one of the reasons why I started, doing the music, so on and so forth.
Once you learn how to take your dreams and turn it into a manifestation, into making some money out of it, turn it into a coin, it turns you into a different breed. Because I started out just, making beats, and I was just recording my boys and stuff like that. And then people was like, yo, you should be charging people for this. And I was probably like one of the first dudes in this, in this area that was like doing music out their basement and was doing time, for the low. You know what I mean? Like, for the low, I had a lot of people come through there eating my mother's cooking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was one of them.
Definitely.
So I want to ask you a question, little bro. You younger than me and Names. Me and Names only a couple months apart. So me and Names, for the most part, we got a different prior perspective of hip hop than you do. How do you feel right now, right, knowing the current climate of hip hop, meaning how the music sounds, how everybody else sounds, opposed to how it sounds just maybe in 2006 or 2007. 2007 they were still rapping, but at the same time they had the snap rappers back then too, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So how do you feel in comparison?
So personally, I feel like y'all could take this the right way or the wrong way. I feel like when hip hop started for real in like the 80s and 90s, that it sounded whack. Like the flow was whack. Like the sound was whack. All of it was whack.
When you say 90s though, because it's a different type of 90s. You got early 90s, which and then you got like the mid 90s. That's where a lot of change.
I'm talking about like Public Enemy, like EPMD, like that era, like the X Clan. Nah. It gets better though. It gets better because I feel as though the overall content that was being put out at that time was 250% better than what it is now. I feel like the music that's mainstream nowadays, the music that I listen to, I feel like it's all about the glamour and the glitz of life. It's no real story. Like y'all was just talking about how y'all monetize y'all craft and turned it into something more. I feel like nowadays it just seems like it's all what's the word? It's all roses. You feel me? There's not a lot of rappers that's really in the game right now. I feel like really trying to teach me something, like besides like the Kendrick and the J. Cole.
That's now?
Yeah, that's now. Like it's no real content. Like it sounds a lot better. I don't think it's whack no more. Feel me? When I'm bopping my head, I might do a little dance to it.
Yeah, I might interject on you though, man. Like,
what you think, Names?
When you talk about the 80s and 90s, you got to do your homework. A lot of cats don't do their homework, and if it wasn't for them cats in the 80s and 90s, it wouldn't be these dudes running around here rapping like this.
That's facts.
Agreed.
That's facts.
It's a lot of people that changed the game that didn't get the notoriety. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like Big Daddy Kane. There's a lot of cats that put people on, like, and put people in places like Nas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jay-Z, he got put on by a lot of game from people. KRS-One. I think KRS-One probably would jump on the mic right now and still rip 90% of these cats.
That's facts.
He say he got rhymes for everybody.
Okay.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is, do you think personally, I feel like I'm all with the elevation of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and just growing, just generally, right? So I get that we may think we from a different era, so we cherish. I cherish the latter part of the '90s
Me too.
and the mid 2000s, like from
that Jay-Z takeover
from '96 to 2006 to me was maybe the best times hip hop ever survived. That 10-year period, you know what I mean? So that's my personal 10-year period. Now I'm not mad at the new wave of rappers as far as the sound, so on and so forth. You know, I'm a part of that genre. I still rap. I still do the music. I'm still young. You know what I mean? Young enough to, you know what I mean, fuck with the music and still be intertwined. Not young like him, like similar like young, but still young. You know what I mean? I'm young enough to fuck with the music.
Somebody clean his baby.
Yeah,
man.
clean the back of the baby ears. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? What's good, cuz? Doing your thing. I appreciate it. Salute, bro. Everybody that's gonna be fucking with me, we having a new page. If you haven't followed the page, follow 10,000 Hours the network. You know what I mean? This is purely from where we stand, where our standpoint, just on hip hop. This is a hip hop sports general media podcast. So we're talking about a little bit of everything, but our core base is gonna be hip hop and sports, some sports, and just a comparison of. But to go back to the people at hand and to everything at hand, what we talking about, not to focus on the live. Like I said, hip hop to me, I love it growing. I understand it. When Drake came out in 2010, 2009, from 08 to 2009, one of them times. When he first came out, I felt like it was a nostalgia about the nigga. Just to talk about hip hop. Things changed. So when we first heard DMX, I knew it was a shifting somewhere in hip hop. How music was sounding. Him and Jay-Z, when they was taking over after Pac and Big died, I knew you wasn't around for that era. You were just born in '99, so it was different for you. '99, how we heard DMX, we were already in early teens, so we you know what I mean. We took to him a little different than you would take to him now because
I
we
love
was
DMX growing up.
Right, yeah, growing up, but he was already out there for 10 years. He was when you were 10 in 2009, he wasn't even really rapping. Rap was over.
DMX was an ill ass lyricist,
right?
Man.
He was ill. So for us from there, us to go there, the changing of gods. Back then, Jay-Z was the if we looking back, Jay-Z for back then was the he was the
he was the king.
Yeah, he is.
He was
he's the Jordan. He's the Jordan. Okay. Of that era, right?
I'll give him that.
We like to compare, right? Now, and this is no shot. This could be debatable when I'm about to say next, right? Now, moving next, right? From the years to follow, from I'm gonna say 2001, 2002 until 2011, 12. I think Lil Wayne was the Kobe. What Wayne was the Kobe.
Okay.
Was the Kobe of.
I'm agree with that. I was a big time Lil Wayne fan because I would live down south when I was younger. So
right.
Lil Wayne was running shit.
I remember. Yeah. So he was the quote unquote the Kobe.
I just always have like a little issue with I don't know like if he got a debatable pen or not though.
You know what it is?
What you mean?
Because they were saying Gilly was writing some shit. But I disagree with that. This is the problem with us, right? If names does production, right? And also he was an artist at one point. So it wouldn't be foreign if Name was to give me a beat with a hook that he wrote.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can respect that.
So if you gave me a beat and a hook that you wrote,
we had the vibe.
That's the game.
You wrote for me?
No, I ain't write for you. We put something together.
Right, we did.
Yeah.
I did the lyrics. You did some I did the verses. You did some production, and you gave me a hook. We shared the publishing.
Yeah.
We got some money together. That's my guy.
Yeah.
So did he write for me? How do you feel about that situation?
I feel like nah. I feel like when you like a conversation you and I had prior, when you creating music for the masses, one thing that might sound good to me might not sound as good to you, but one thing might sound good to everybody. I feel like if Name's right makes a beat for me and he makes a hook and he wants me on it, he put that beat together making that vibe and he felt like I could come in and it could be cohesive.
Right.
If I write my own verses and I just rap his hook, we did something together.
Yeah,
I don't think it takes away from his craft or mine.
Right.
And we'll never know when it comes down to that with Gilly and Lil Wayne, because they let it go, and I guess they had non-disclosures and
Taking
all
that to
that.
the grave.
Right.
But I'm gonna say one thing about Lil Wayne: his style changed.
No, for sure.
His
Drastically.
style,
But to
yeah.
me, it didn't change to Gilly style. Gilly was rap. I heard the major figures.
Yeah,
I fuck with Gilly. Gilly, one of my favorites. I heard the style.
but
Now, whether he wrote for him or not, I'm pretty sure he gave him, say this would be dope. When I come around, my style different, so you might start fucking with my style a little bit.
Yeah.
My slang, you understand it more because you see me every day.
Yeah.
I
So
feel
those
like
things interest in hip hop too. Those things breed to hip hop too.
I feel like Lil Wayne was the first. To me, because I was born in '99, Weezy was the first GOAT that I could come up on and really always see. And another thing, to touch on what I said before about how the old sound was whack, but the content was good.
Right.
I feel like Jay-Z did it, and even before him, Biggie was real smooth on the mic as an MC. But I feel like Weezy was the most appealing to the ear to my generation.
Yeah, but see, because you didn't live the Tupac generation.
He had an animated style. Lil Wayne had a very animated style.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this: Lil Wayne was he was very marketable, and he started as a kid. He's like the Michael Jackson of hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When
That's
he was
fact.
a kid. And one thing about Lil Wayne, he has an era, and he has pups, more or less. He has children that came from him.
That
adopted
So that's what makes
his
him a
style.
GOAT. Yeah, because like
Agreed.
Lil Uzi Vert, what's my man name from Atlanta?
Young Thug.
Young Thug.
Thug.
Like those are prime examples of what the impact of Lil Wayne
And
did.
those are two different eras too. Young Thug and Uzi Vert are
Yeah.
two different eras.
Yeah.
But they got similar styles, and they all came from Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Thug
was-
probably like 2012.
And it's no disrespect to them. Those his
2010.
kids though.
Yeah, those are his children.
Yeah.
But they know that. You know what
Yeah,
I
they know
mean?
that.
They
You think
definitely know that.
Uzi? You think Lil Uzi is Weezy's kid?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's his sound. That voice. Weezy joints was mixtapes was like that.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's a Wayne swag. That's a whole Wayne
Rock
thing.
star.
Yeah, just
That
like
Rockstar
just
thing
like,
word.
Yeah.
just like we got to give the Migos, we got to give niggas what they flowers, what they hear. The game changed when the Migos came in and started
Yes.
rapping like that. That radio style of rap, that's a Migos style.
Yes.
Word.
Definitely.
That ain't nobody else style but a Migos style. But to go further from that, like I said Lil Wayne and Kobe are, you know what I mean? They are that era. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now moving forward, is Drake the LeBron of this era?
Undoubtedly.
And is this era coming to an end for both of them?
I
Go ahead,
think
names. So let me let Ed Names answer this joint first.
I think he is the LeBron of this era. As much as I want to say, like Drake, he's a phenomenal writer.
Right.
He's not only hip hop, he's music. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got records with Alicia Keys.
Right.
Like he went over in the pop genre. He's even got reggaeton records.
Right.
Like you got to do your homework on the man. The man definitely has written a lot of heat. You know what I'm saying? If we want to break it down, and in the comparison to Jay-Z and him, he's definitely got this generation. He's got this 10-year gap right here between him and Jay-Z.
Right.
He's got it. He's got it undoubtedly.
Right. I'll be back. So listen now. We did the Drake versus LeBron, right? Now we about to get into some wavy shit right now. I'm about to ask some questions, and I don't want to offend nobody, but I'm gonna ask them to my guys to the left and the right. And on the live, I want you guys to tune in, right? So we about to go to the biggest artist in New Jersey, right? I think personally, I'm probably top 5 biggest underground hip hop artists, but I'm gonna take myself out of there, right?
Mhm.
So the people said to me, this is what it said to me, right? They saying that Ars is the biggest battle rapper in the world, so obviously the biggest battle rapper in our state.
Okay.
But Sue Surf is the biggest underground artist
yeah.
/
I
battle
agree.
rapper in our state. And I don't know, would that be the same if Al was
I
here or
was
wasn't
gonna say
here,
Albie.
or were they on the same exact level, or was one is 1B and one is, you know what I mean, 1A, something like that. Like which one is it? Hold on, let me finish asking the question. And where does Shotgun Suge stand in all this? Where does Crutch Calhoun stand in all this? Where does ADG stand in all this?
Okay.
Where does the South Jersey artists stand in all this? Are their voice is big? You know what I mean? So when I say, Albie out Jersey City, salute. You know, I fuck with all the artists
Uh-huh.
from every city. So I personally don't have a personal opinion about them, but we're gonna start with names. Names, what you think?
So when we talking about top artists in Jersey, I'm personally gonna say that damn, I don't want to be biased, man, but you know, I'm a Linden boy, so Linden Roselle, stand up. I got a lot of love for my man Crutch. That's family.
Uh-huh.
So like when we talking about somebody with like an impact and coming from nothing to something, I'm like Crutch, he's up there. Arsenal, he's up there. He's people don't know, but Arsenal is a very dope lyricist and he makes a lot of dope songs. He's watch, give him some time within this next year or so. Watch, you're gonna come back to this and you're gonna say, yo, Names was right. But I don't know. I don't like to say top 5 or give no numbers. But I'm definitely gonna put Albie out there for impact and for how long of a stretch that he's been around, and also him going down and coming back because Albie was gone for a long time. I used to have this chick from Jersey City, and that's all she used to try to play in my car at one time. She used to Albie me out to the death, and he got his city. He got his city, so that's one. That's number one. I respect anybody that got their city. So that's Albie Suge. Suge will be 5 for me, and I'm only saying I love you to death, Suge, but I'm only saying that because I haven't really seen him, you know, level up on the actual like mixtape or like album scene, cause like him and ADG did a lot of things together. So ADG's got some solo projects that's really really solid. So you know, so we're gonna say Albie, Surf, ADG, Crutch. So it's like a toss up with like Suge and like my man Big Ooh from Trenton.
Yeah, Big O.
Big Ooh.
Big O.
Big
Amir Fontaine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Amir Fontaine, Big O. It's new dudes coming up in Trenton now. Young dudes, they getting a lot of views. You know what I mean? But they less bigger getting up there. You know what I mean? So, what you think, little bro?
So, y'all know Almighty Joy from Elizabeth?
No, nobody knows him. No disrespect, my nigga.
No disrespect. My personal standpoint, for me to go number 1, I'm gonna go with Albie. I think Albie, my sophomore year, this is like 2015, he dropped The Problem, I think. That like 5.5-minute freestyle on SoundCloud when he first got out of jail, something like that. And ever since then, he just been rolling. I've been really rocking with him. I would put him over Surf because I felt like his spotlight in the industry was a little shorter, and I felt like his climb was a little faster. But I agree with Names. No, I disagree with you, Names. I feel like his album work and his steps into the game have been more consistent than
Who you speaking of?
Sue Surf.
Sue Surf? Oh no,
Sue
I
Surf.
said Suge. I didn't say Surf.
Oh, you said Suge.
Surf definitely has to, because like his last project was nuts.
Word.
Even with that challenge he had, it was nuts. He was booming. Yeah, I spoke to
My
Suge.
mama's crib. Word. That was everywhere. That I-95 freestyle going crazy.
That was
nuts. And I'll be out Hot 97 freestyle.
Yeah.
Going crazy. You ain't throwing yourself in there.
You could throw me,
but I'm gonna
that's up
throw
to
you in there. I don't care. My man Louis J, man, fell in love with pain, man. Really, really doing it. Really, I feel like you really been doing your thing, putting the pain in the streets, on the pen, onto the paper, letting it be known and making it consistently real.
Right.
Yeah,
I feel like Central Jersey or like Northern Jersey rappers have been able to appeal to the masses better because I feel like right now nowadays people like that gritty, they like that drill feel. But New Jersey does away. It's more lyrical. It's not as like we don't really twirl as much. I feel like the rappers that are really coming out hard out of Jersey, they spitting raw bars. It's not so much about the flash of it. It's about the grit. When y'all talking about what's going on in y'all cities.
Yeah, it's a lot. See, it's hard to narrow them down to 5 because it's so many dope artists out here that's doing stuff.
Right.
Like you got a like White Boy running around.
White Boy dope.
He's super dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot, and like it's hard to say that. And I'm also biased because I know all these guys, and I don't want to be like
my nigga Chad B just linked in.
Exactly, like Chad. I know Chad forever. I think I did like one of Chad's tapes, the joint 321 hit it. He recorded that in my basement.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would be real biased if I'm saying like certain people's names. Like, it's tough. I can't even narrow it down to 5.
You know, me personally, bro, I can't really name none of the guys. That's for the audience to really do. That's not really for me to myself, because once I start saying extra crazy shit, then I'll start getting alienated by the artist.
Exactly,
not only alienated by the artist, but it'd be hard to do features with them, so on and so forth. And not just that, I got love for everybody. If niggas know, when niggas really know and they know my history, when it comes to artists, me dealing with other artists and me dealing with, like, you know, cameramen and people that the event holders, I'm one of the guys. I like to call myself like, I'm like the socket. I'm the guy you plug into. You would want to plug in with. I know everybody. I know niggas from the city. I know niggas from here. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, bro. Bricks, I do the high quality music. I try to get these niggas high quality street music and visuals. You know what I mean? For everything that I do personally, I don't really compare myself to no other artist, or to say, or to give me a number, or, you know what I'm saying, to top anything. I don't even want that title or that crown or that field. That's not what I make music for. I make music for niggas that's going through something for therapeutic reasons. You know what I mean? Being the best, I want to be the best to my friends. I want to be the best, you know what I mean, to the person that listens to my music. I feel like it's something for everybody. So being that it's something for everybody, you know what I mean? It's good, bro. Peace and blessings. Salute. So when you see me, you know what I mean, it's going to be a different type of vibe than personally when people know me, and you know my, not just my background, but when you just know me personally, you know what type of time I'm on, you know what type of energy I'm gonna bring. I'm not never gonna go out my way to disrespect you, and disrespect would not be tolerated. I'm going to all ends and wits to be respected. So I'm gonna do the same with my music. When you hear my music and you sit down and you listen to it, I want you to get an experience. You know what I mean? So
you gonna dance around the top 5?
No, I'm not gonna dance around it. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you my top 5 favorites. No order. No order. Top 5 phrases. No order. Arsenal the Rebel. Sue Surf. And I'm gonna give you all my reasons why. Right? It might be biased for me to say Arsenal the Rebel, because not only that's my homeboy, that's my brother. I see and speak to him on a daily basis. He's gonna be in my wedding when I get married. It's a different vibe. It's probably also biased for me to say Sue Surf. Sue Surf is my little brother. I'm one of the guys to help him get in this game and help him navigate in the beginning. And he did his own thing, and you know what I mean?
Remember he was down. We did his tape. How long
he was down with me. He was fucking with my team at the time. You know what I mean? So, you know, Surf is one of them rare guys, and he just always been my little brother. I got a different type of love for him. It's different, you know what I mean? So those 2 guys, I feel like it'd be biased for me to say them 2 guys. All right, so I'm gonna say Shaka and Suge. I'm taking out them 2 guys. You know, I'm gonna take out Arsh and I'm gonna take out Surf. Because those is my fucking brothers. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take those guys out. So, you know what I mean? I think it's unbiased for me to say them guys. But I'm gonna say Surf, I'm gonna say Crutch Calhoun. I'm gonna say I like Payday a lot.
Shout out to Payday, that's my bro.
Who else? Chad B, my fucking guy. Who else, bro? ADG for sure.
Yeah, ADG got some bars.
ADG, one of the best for sure. Man, who's a nigga that always like surprised me? I be thinking about him. He always be surprising me when he drops some new music. It's the nigga Bless McFly. Every time Bless McFly drops something, it's elevated. You know what I mean? So
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
When you picking your favorite rappers and you putting your order.
Yeah, my nigga 6'4" too. She just said that too. I can't really put 6'4" in that, bro. These is niggas I talk to every single day. You know what I mean? ADG 6'4", those are my boys. These my.
But you know what? Great minds stick together and they all think alike.
All right, I guess so. So I be kind of like, niggas be like, damn, Louis, you always say the same guys. You know what I mean? Not for nothing. Drop Top Harvey better than 90% of the guys that I just said.
I was gonna put.
I don't like to say this because Drop Top different. Drop even different. Drop even different than all the other guys I named. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, Drop. He part of my businesses. And he part of just my personal, you know what I mean? He fuck with my daughter's kids, and that's my blood. So it's just different, you know what I mean? I don't know. It feel funny adding him in. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is this, though. Like, we got some of us fuck comparing, right? Is Jersey ready to go up against a whole nother state? Is North Jersey ready to go up against South Jersey? Is us ready. As a whole, are we ready to go against all?
Been ready.
I'm just asking.
We been ready. We been ready.
I know you saying this one thing, right?
And that ain't just rap neither.
Yeah, for sure.
It ain't
but let me ask y'all this question, right? This what somebody said to me, right? somebody said, I don't know if it was you names or it was you,
Uh-huh.
or if it was the homie GL, because me and GL be talking about this.
Mhm.
Do y'all think that we should start Jersey drill?
No.
Just stick to what we doing right now.
No.
No, we don't need to do. We need to do what Jersey do.
We could let New York
this is
hop
what
off
our
of
problem
Canada
is.
Week.
Jersey, this is the reason why
Right.
Jersey ain't. There's two reasons. We don't have our own radio station. Number two, we
Facts,
don't know how to
man.
work with each other.
Right.
We don't know how to work with each other.
I got a third one, too.
We always get in the studio and we try to kill each other in the booth, which you're supposed to.
Right.
But
Facts.
then after you do the record with the nigga, you go on and jumping in the car with the bitch, and you like, oh yeah, this lame nigga just gave me like $200 for a feature. You know what I mean?
That's
And
lame shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot
Diz,
of lame
what's up, big
niggas
bro?
going around here. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people separate themselves and they only deal with certain people from certain teams. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I was always the type of person. I always try to
You think
connect
so,
people.
Diz? Diz said, y'all know who Diz is?
Yeah, I know Diz.
So-
Diz
so-
been to the crib.
So Diz started off, you know what I mean, you know, to his up and up. He started off, you know, DJ Envy, Charlemagne the God, they bodyguards.
Word.
Then he has his own label, multiple artists. He connected. He's one of the guys that's been bridging the gaps for all New Jersey artists.
Word. Shout out to Diz.
So if you want to go on 105.1, if you really got
Salute,
some what's the name, holla at Diz. Diz could get you up there. You know what I mean? And remember, everything is business that you do. Nothing's for free, but at the same time, Diz is one of the guys that really could connect motherfuckers.
Word.
Not only he does management, but he has his own label. He got Arsenal Rebel on there. He got what's his singer name? His singer moving. Yo, it's just like he just does a lot. Just salute to you, my nigga Diz. But he says, you know, we should do our own Jersey drill.
Oh, you know Diz, I'm friends with his daughter.
Yeah, he say he's
Shout
friends.
out-
Yeah, see, he
shout
a
out to-
little. I told you.
Shout out to
Hey,
Genesis.
Diz, my little bro. Look,
Yo,
he say he good friends with your daughter, Diz.
word.
I mean, he around that age. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, I love you, bro. That's without question. No, he a young boy. My young boy said he went to school, good friends with your daughter. That's dope. Yeah, but to move on though, I think we really got it, bro. I think the Jersey niggas is hot, and we really
Scorching.
with it. It was the top
I'm always gonna
web
rep
series.
I'm always gonna rep
Yeah.
my state.
Mayhem. Oh yeah, Mayhem, one of the top web series. Now look,
Yeah.
not for nothing. Let me say this to y'all, right? And I don't want to take nothing to no niggas with web series, right?
Yeah.
But I'm the first dude in Jersey to do a web series. Do you remember that?
What's the web series?
2014.
Web series.
You don't remember that
I feel like you did do.
with Marty?
Okay, yeah.
Remember I had Payday got bodied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Yeah, Marty Marr. I was the first one to do it with my guy Marty Marr. You know what I mean? That was the
Web series took
Yo,
off for a little
right.
bit. So
And it was smooth. It was moving slow doing this thing. It was what it was. But you know we had some equipment issues. Shit got broken up. Hard drives got broken.
Word.
You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I'm gonna start a new one. But it's, you know what I mean? It's gonna be coming soon.
You think Jersey needs its own sound in order to break that plane?
I feel like we developing our own sound. I feel
Yeah,
like me, Sue Surf, Arsenal
Yeah.
Rebel, sometimes ADG, and who else? I'm just telling you what's the sound of New Jersey is,
Word.
and some of the young thorough rappers. It's another dude. Who the nigga that dropped be recording? The chick. Remember the nigga I said he got dreads? I thought he was older, but I thought he was younger, but he happened to be our age. Happened to be my age. Young nigga with nigga with dreads. Tallyman. That's the sound of
Word.
Jersey. That's how Jersey should sound. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta that's the sound of what Jersey should sound like. Jersey should sound like one. It shouldn't sound like a melting pot of everything else.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This when I say niggas that's telling stories, making real music, and it's a place for that. You know what I'm saying? Created for Let me see what you say. He said, I believe the creativity for Jersey isn't there. We aren't standing on anything that's our own. Seem like a lot of artists being piggybacking off New York or Chicago, New York. I
Ooh,
agree.
I'm so glad he said
No,
that.
I agree. That's why we saying that. That's why I'm saying to you, like, the sound of Jersey is me, is Tallyman, is Sue Surf, is Arsenal Rebel. These guys not piggybacking as much off. So when you hear our music, it's gonna sound.
Y'all don't sound like y'all
It's
from
gonna,
New York.
we ain't gonna sound like we from nowhere else.
Word.
We're gonna sound like we are where we from. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And that's one of the things that we're doing. You feel me? And we're focusing on that. It's the only person I ever had a conversation about this was with Sue Surf. Me and Surf was like, yo, we the sound of New Jersey. Jersey should sound one way. You know
New
what I'm
York
saying?
be hating
I
on
can
New Jersey
definitely-
though.
Yeah, I can
Right.
definitely say, yeah, y'all got that a distinct sound that I can relate to. Like, you know, being in Jersey forever, and it's like some of these cats like, oh, that sound like another dude's record. It sound
Right,
like
right.
it sound like this, it sound like that. But I can definitely say that you and Surf definitely got your own, like it's definitely Jersey, like your
For
finger
sure.
and your nails in the dirt type shit. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like everything that y'all say is meant to be felt. It's never no like y'all got popping tracks, like you feel me, like your track I got it from the dirt, like it's meant to turn up, but it still comes from a real place.
Right, 'cause and that's the difference. Like when you make music, you don't want to make it just because it's the sound of the moment. You want to make
Word.
music
Timeless
that you
music.
really relate to, and that's gonna be timeless. So
Uh-huh.
you got to understand that you're not making music for yourself. We get that, but at the same time, we not chasing the sound.
yeah,
You get what I'm
definitely.
saying? You want to
Mm.
do
gotta be
what's
organic.
What's organic?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the right word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Because
then-
it's gonna be felt either way. By
Right,
I think by any type of people too, because like I'm not from Newark. But it's not only when you rap about the stuff that you're talking about, you're not just making the sound for the moment, you telling history.
right,
You
right.
feel what I'm saying?
A moment in time.
Exactly. So even if I can't feel it at my moment right now, I might go through something in my life later. I might be in a different situation, or I might meet somebody that's from that same.
It's all proven.
Right,
when,
right.
When you're coming from a real place, people will fuck with it a lot harder
Word.
than somebody that's coming from a place where they just looking at it from the window. It's people respect it more when you was on the
Facts.
curb. Like that's why
Mm.
Nipsey Hussle was so crazy, because he came from the curb. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Like
right.
people respect it and they feel it differently.
And that's the sound that they want to hear. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you know what I mean? I'm look, y'all. I gotta get off the live. I can't let y'all get the whole spill. You know what I mean? We've been on for a second. I can't get y'all the whole spill.
For a couple minutes
Uh,
to go.
We gave y'all like 30, 40 minutes of this. So if y'all want to check this out, you know what I mean? Just if y'all want to revisit this, it's gonna be on my live. You know, if y'all want to see this, it's on my live. You know what I mean? Right now. So go check it out. I'm about to end the live. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Check the actual full episode out. It'll be out this week. So yeah, back to what we doing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What I'm saying, we had 66 people in there by the way
That's
too.
lit.
So what I'm saying to y'all is this, right? This a new podcast for us. You feel me? Let them know the name of the pod, man.
It's a 10K report. You heard it here first, man. It's factual.
Yeah, so we gonna be reporting all the music locally, all the music. You know what I mean? Our brothers and sister city,
Mhm.
just it all. We gonna give it to you all. You know what I mean? We hope you appreciate the first episode. We focus solely on hip hop and comparing sports to music. The next episode is gonna be a little bit more broader, a little bit more better. Hopefully y'all fuck with us. Shout out to our first episode. Shout out to Names. Shout out to Rico.
We appreciate y'all for coming
Word,
up.
word, word.
Appreciate
Main
y'all for
man.
tuning in.
It's your main man Louis J. PBM Louis.
Rico 10 stacks,
It's
baby.
names,
It's
man. You know
names.
what it is.
You know what I mean?
Names.
And this the 10K
10K report, baby.
This the 10K report.